Hello, nobody that's watching, or sorry, good evening, Internet. Welcome to another episode of Seriously Cast. This is not a numbered episode, this is just me doing a live stream from my Caboose. So, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching this. If you're watching this later, we're going to go ahead and I will be doing a tour of the Caboose. So, if anybody shows up, they can ask questions about it and we can get to showing some of the stuff on the tour. Let me get my pipe set up here. Let's see who's there we go. There it is. Good evening, good sir.
Good evening. How are you doing today, Ike?
Doing great. I finally have walls up and a roof on my house.
Excellent.
It's looking great too. I'm excited. We're gonna probably have doors and windows on it and a bed on by Tuesday.
Well, inquiring minds want to know how much room is in your cupola and how the hell are you going to get up there?
Ladder. Here, let's go for a walk. Let's see here. So here's the cupola. It's going to be about a twin size bed, so it's going to come to about right around here. So that's how wide the bed platform is going to be. And then right here is going to be a step down, so it's going to be about this high, so you can have enough height to like sit down. And then there'll be a ladder that comes off of that. And then over here is going to be a closet space down here. There's going to be closet space all along here, where the head of the bed is going to be right here. And then right here is going to be a permanent like up thing that's got drawers in it as like a nightstand. And then we're going to definitely put a TV right there.
Excellent.
So that's how big the cupola is on the Caboose. I think it's about at the shallowest spot from the rafters to the bottom. It's about I think we measured it at 3 feet. No, it's 4 feet from the highest. And I think it's got about a half a foot downgrade. It's tobacco. Calm down.
I was hoping it was elven pipeweed.
Oh no, I haven't made a trip to not Narnia. I haven't made a trip to Middle Earth in the last few months.
Sounds like you need some more acid then.
No, I haven't been watching the new series on Amazon.
Oh, that's you're probably a better person for not watching that crap.
Definitely. And you
Have
want to
you
see
heard what they're doing to poor Velma?
Oh, they made her a leslie.
Yes.
I heard about that, and they also have her played by what's her name, Mindy or whatever from the Mindy Project.
I don't even know that person, so.
Well, they just did the lesbian one, and then they're making a TV show or like a made-for-TV movie called Velma, where there is not going to be any Scooby-Doo. Shaggy is a black guy with dreads, and he's not called Shaggy; it's called Norville.
Well, then he's not Shaggy.
Well, that's actually Shaggy's real name. It's Norville Shaggy Rogers is his full name. So technically, he's not Shaggy. They're calling him Norville, but that actually is Shaggy's real name.
Well, your Scooby-Doo lore is much greater than mine. I stopped watching Scooby-Doo when they added Scrappy-Doo.
Oh, God. The Scooby-Doo movie was really good because it was done by James Gunn, the guy that did Guardians of the Galaxy. And, like, Slither was really good, too.
Yeah, but it was not woke.
Yeah, that's true. I'm hoping that the Guardians
they did make what's her name, the hot redhead, Thelma. They made her smarter than she was in the cartoons, but
Velma is her name, I think. Are you
Velma?
talking like in the movie? You made her
Yeah,
smarter?
yeah. Because she was so, in the cartoon, she sort of always bungled her
Oh
way into things.
no, you're talking about Daphne, the other girl.
Daphne, you're right. You're right. I'm talking about Daphne.
She was played in the live action movie. She was played by Sarah Michelle Gellar. I can't remember the names of somebody I met yesterday, but I can remember this shit. What's wrong with me? So my dad said that because I'm living in a caboose, I have to have a caboose lantern. So we've got a caboose lantern now.
Oh, I was going to try and find you one of those, but that's perfect.
This one
Almost.
is I paid $7 for it on Amazon. It's cheap metal. I found a trapper keeper, not a trapper keeper, but like a file folder in the like kids section, the school supply section. Cut it off and put it on, and it turned it red. So it works fine for what we need it for. You know what that lantern's for, right?
Well, red means stop and green means go.
Well, so they only have one lantern, so the conductor, which would hang out in the caboose, would be at the end of the train. He would go through and check all the couplings for the train cars, and then once he got back to the caboose, he'd turn the lantern on and wave it off the side of the caboose, so the engineer knew it was time to go.
Right.
It was before we had the invention of telephones or like anything of the
Well,
sort.
did you know that they also had two colors of glass in them?
That would make sense.
Because they had a red side and a green side.
Well, there are ones that I've seen where it's got like a little, so it looks kind of like the Green Lanterns one. So it's got a little skirt, and so it's got the green one and the red one, so you turn it around.
Yeah.
Right, that's what
And
you're talking about.
you would always hang it off the back of the train with the red side showing. That way other trains wouldn't run into them.
Yeah. It's gotten really annoying because it's starting to look like a caboose. So anytime I'm out here working on it or just sitting out here, people will just show up and then ask questions, and I can't get any work done.
Well, hand them a hammer.
Well, it's usually when I'm not like doing a whole lot, but they'll like I'll just be prepping for the day. Now, a good call. I could just like, hey, except we're not using hammers, we're screwing the thing together.
You know what I mean. Put them to work if they show up to bother you.
Good call. Monday we're gonna be putting the roofing material on, and I was gonna have a video. I had a video like all edited together to put on this thing, and then to show, just like show, and then it just didn't want to work. And I'm like, I'm too exhausted. Don't want to deal with this horse shit.
Yeah, damn work.
It's just reeked
If
about.
you'll notice, I'm not in a truck right now.
I did notice that.
Yeah.
You're really backlit, so it's kind of dark. The frame is dark. Let me change some stuff here real quick.
I don't know what's the deal. I'm not paying attention to my lighting.
There we go. Hoop doesn't matter. My light is, I'm all blown out now because the front camera on this phone sucks dick.
Yep. Well, I finished my apprenticeship and now I'm waiting for my own truck. So, yeah.
Nice. Oh, homeless in America. Welcome to the stream. Technically, I am homeless right now. Well, no, I'm not. I'm sitting in my home. One of my friends was asking me, they're like, where's this fictional caboose you keep talking about? I'm like, well, let's say your mom says she's going to make you a birthday cake. You go into the pantry and you see all the ingredients. There's your birthday cake. That's where my caboose was at the time.
Well, I think it's really important for a lot of the guys to understand how great it is to have your own, space that you built or that you paid for or it's provided and you don't have to pay rent on. You know, that's a tremendous way to save money. And
I've never lived by myself before, and so it's going to take a little bit of getting used to.
Yeah, you've never lived by yourself before?
I've always either had a roommate or lived with like a sibling or at my parents' place.
Oh, well, you're going to enjoy it.
I'm pretty sure of it. I'm actually kind of excited.
And you'll get stuck in your ways so that when somebody comes over and they're wanting to like fuck with your shit, you're like, no, don't touch that.
I put it there for a reason. Hey, well, what's up with you? Like, we're just sitting here chilling. I think I posted the link in the chat. Don't know if anybody else wants to join or if anybody else is watching that usually likes to join these things. You missed, Outlaw, you missed, I did a quick walkthrough of the Caboose. Actually, here, I'll show you guys where we're going to be putting it. Let me put this down. So it's actually going to go out here. Let me turn my camera around. Come on. All right, so this is the 2 bay doors for the blacksmith shop. And so the train tracks are right here. It's going to be put right about here. So we're going to cut back this bush here. We're going to put it right here beside the train tracks. So the back door of the Caboose will be about right there.
I thought every door on the Caboose was a back door.
Oh, yeah. They can also both be front doors, too. But
and where does the poop go? Do you where are you going to go to the toilet in that thing? Is it going to have its own bathroom?
I will show you that in a second. Hold on. Okay, so it's going to have a bathroom-ish. It's going to have a bathroom designed into it, except we're going to put it in later. So the bathroom's going to go right here. There's going to be like a toilet space right there, and the shower is going to go right here. But for now, because it's not something that is imperative at the moment, because I have a bathroom. It's just across the parking lot here. Let's see. I'm going to walk in. Here's my bathroom. The lights don't work, but the water works, so that's going to be where I'm going to use the bathroom. Sorry, I got to do shit. All right. Well, that's the bathroom talk.
Now, are you going to be putting like the wrought iron railing on the back and the pretend wheel brake and all that cool shit?
Oh yeah, no, we're going to make it look like a functional Caboose. It's going to have the ladders that go up to the roof with the boardwalk that goes across the ridge, the top ridge of it. It's going to have all of that. We're even going to wire it for internet. So eventually, I got a new laptop because my other one got stolen, and so eventually I'm going to start doing live streams from here. But I think next week we're going to be getting the internet installed here at the school. Oh, you want to see the blacksmithing school?
Love to.
All right, let's go on another field trip. Let's turn my camera around again. Okay, let's turn the light around too. There we go. Welcome to Anvil Academy.
You know, you just doxed yourself.
Yeah, whatever. It's a public school,
Okay.
or it's a private school open to the public. We got a hammer rack, and
Now,
there's what's the question?
I was just wondering if Hammerhand was in the rack.
I don't think so.
No, those are all too small.
Oh no, right here. That was pretty big.
Yeah.
So we've got 3 forges. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 anvils. This one's really cool because this one came across on the Oregon Trail.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. This is the best anvil in the building right here. I think that's what, a 400-pound anvil there. You got a rack full of metal. So this stuff here on the floor has an interesting story to it. That is going to be the tire for this wheel. That is a 10-foot diameter logging arch. So they're going to put the tire, they're going to heat it up and put it on the edge of the tire.
Now, Nate. I mean, I've seen the. I'm sure you've seen it before, but have you know when people do that for the tire or the outside rim of the wheel, they build this giant fucking circular fire. How do they get an even heat?
Oh, that's fun. Hold on, I can talk about that. Well, with the big one like that, we're not exactly sure because it hasn't been done in probably 50 or 60 years. So anybody that's actually been around for one of those logging arches to be banded is probably dead. So I've actually put tires on wooden wagon wheels before. The best way to do it is you just build a circular fire, and you usually build the fire inside of the tire itself, and then you build small fires around it, and then you spread it out. And then you take a piece of wood, like a stick, and you rub the side of the tire, and you check it in like 4 or 5 spots. So if the tire is cold, it's going to feel rough like metal would. But once it's hot, the stick will slide across it like butter, and it'll be a puff of white smoke, and then you're at the perfect temperature, and the metal is just heated up just enough to expand. You put it over the tire, and then you quench it with water, and then it draws the tire together, the wheel together. In fact, most no what is it? Most wagon wheels don't have any glue or any kind of screws or fasteners in it. It's all being held together by the pressure of the tire being shrunk up and holding the entire wheel together. That's why it's called a tire. It's the tire of the wheel that ties it together.
Very
History
cool.
lesson, yay! Holy crap! It got up to like 84 today. Here,
Wow.
I thought it was supposed to be fucking fall.
Well, I didn't know it got that hot in Portland ever.
Like, I don't think it's dropped like it for a high here. I don't think it's dropped below 78 in like yet this season. But somebody texted me just now, said it's going to be in the 60s this week or next week, so that's a good change. That'll make working on the roof a lot easier. Because I was up there today, holy shit! Like, I'm fat, and I was up there like gluing stuff down, and I was like just dripping sweat, and I was only up there for like 20 minutes.
Well,
Yeah, I totally doxed myself, but what are you gonna do? But the people watching this know I have guns, so and I will use them.
Good.
What's the saying is your life worth as much as my stuff? To me, no.
Well, I certainly hope you never have to face that.
I probably won't. This is a pretty decent, pretty decent city out here. They did they tried to do a recall on the school board recently because the school board voted to not allow any kind of political messages at the high school. So no like Republican messages, no liberal messages, none of that. And so a bunch of people put in for a recall to recall this school board. It's mainly because they didn't want the Black Lives Matter bullshit to be displayed in schools or like Antifa bullshit displayed in schools. So they did a recall, and it was almost 50-50 for the votes on that. So
So,
so the demographics of the at least the voting populace out here is like half like left leaning, half right leaning, which is kind of a little disconcerting, but it still makes me a little
well, a lot of the lefties have been leaving the cities once they discovered they could, work remotely,
happy.
make
I,
that
I,
big city money, and move to the country.
I remember that article from a couple weeks ago where all the Mexicans down in Mexico are complaining about the guys moving from like Silicon Valley to Mexico because it's cheaper. And they
Yeah.
were in one of the articles I heard them. They're like, "I have to have my fucking menu is in English and Spanish. Why?" I'm like, "Who's the racist now, bitch?"
Well, I'm down here. I'm down here in Laredo, and you know, there's nobody speaking English in the businesses around my hotel.
Oh wow.
It's but what a lot of people don't remember is that Texas was part of it's had Six Flags over it, and it was part of Spain. It was part of France twice. It was part of Mexico. It's been part of it had its own. It was a Republic of Texas for a while. It was a Confederacy, and now it's part of the United States. And we're just the most recent owners of this land. So Spanish has been spoken here far, far, far longer than English has been.
Yeah, that's true. Didn't we fight a war against Mexico to keep Texas?
Oh yeah. Well, actually, the Mexican-American War, was mostly fought so that we could have a route for the Southern Pacific Railroad.
Hmm, that's neat. I need to get I need to get more railroad knowledge into me because I'm going to be living in
Yeah.
a couple of years. People are going to be like, "What this mean?" Well, I don't know. You look it up.
Well, I just keep making Caboose butt jokes, and that's good enough for me.
What's the one I was gonna because this thing is probably gonna become like a landmark in the town, and I'm gonna be the guy living in it. So I'm probably gonna end up at a bar one of these nights, and I'll be talking to a girl like, "Hey, I've been checking out your caboose all night. Want to come over and check out
Ah, well, let's hope that works.
mine?" It might. I don't know.
Well,
What's the worst that could
a better line for Oregon would be, "Hey, let's go over to my place, and you can stick something in my caboose."
happen? I'll let you put something in my caboose.
Yeah. Hey, lady, I'd like to see if you fit in my caboose.
Well, the doors here are only 2 feet wide. If the girl can't fit through them going without turning sideways, I'm not allowing her in.
Well, I don't know if I could fit through there. Shit. Now, what are you going to do for like the fake railroad tires or railroad wheels?
No, we're not going to do that. It's just going to be the like 1976 tires that are still on this thing from when it was built.
You're not going to do like the Star Wars land speeder effect, you know.
No, we're probably going to put a black skirt around the bottom, and maybe we could paint some fake wheels on it, but probably just going to leave it as is.
Because if you're going to have it, you got to have it looking like a fucking caboose, man.
Well, it looks like a caboose. It's
Well, you
like
have all the whole way, 100%.
oh, you're saying that the wheels. If I don't have the wheels, I can't call it a caboose.
No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm just giving, my opinion, which is worth exactly the amount you're paying for it.
My time right now.
See, it's free.
Jesus, time is money, but I don't make a whole lot, so yeah, it's worth this to me now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the beautiful thing about unsolicited opinions. They're always free.
What's the statement of opinions are like assholes? Everybody has one, but I don't want to see yours. I don't care to see yours.
Exactly.
Turn my light back on. I think my camera, the front facing camera on this phone sucks ass. I need to get a new phone.
No, it's better than mine, so.
It's not bad, but it's old. I need to get a little bit.
Well, I'm looking at our picture quality, and you're all like stark, sharp outlines, and
Well,
I can almost count the hair on your beard. Whereas mine is the El Cheapo 2-year-old Verizon phone.
This one was like a $900 phone when it first came out, so it's not bad. Except the front-facing camera on these phones is always worse than the back-facing camera. This one likes to do this thing where it focuses and defocuses every once in a while. I hate it.
Yeah. Well, mine was free. It came with my phone plan.
Oh, good call.
Yeah, I like my phone plan. I have unlimited data.
Well, I've got unlimited data too on certain things. I wish I had unlimited tethering data because using this laptop without internet fucking blows.
Mine, I can just do whatever whenever I tether, but it's slow as fuck. It's only 4G, and it's
Mine's only 3G. I don't even know what that means anymore. I used to work at a cell phone company. Okay, I cracked one more beer. Once I'm done with this, we're gonna call it a night.
okay.
So what have you been up to since we last saw each other?
Well, I've been to let's see, since I saw you, I've been to 15 more states, and
Nice.
Like I've been to Texas 4 times, and California twice since I've seen you.
I would not admit that.
Well, they pay me to come and go. Now, California sucks because you have to slow down if you're a truck. You have to slow down to 55 miles an hour.
Well, that's what it is in Oregon too. Only near like Portland and Salem, but like I think the rest of the state's like 60.
Well,
how's it going?
We have governors on our trucks that don't let us go past 65. But
okay.
So, yeah, you got to slow down around a lot of cities around, but not like in Kelly, where you have to, it's a big fucking state, and you have to drive 55. If you're going north to south, you're going to lose a lot of cash.
Oh yeah. Like the state itself is thin, but it's long. There was one time I drove through California with one of my dad's friends. Like I was working for her, and going down the highway in that fucking van that we were using. Everybody that came up on my left side, I just expected them as soon as they got to my bumper, they were going to cut me off. Like every time, it happened without fail. Because people in California drive like assholes.
Yeah. Now they don't do that as much the bigger you are, because I think people are smart enough to understand that you don't stop all that quick. And if there's a problem, they're the meat in the sandwich. You know.
It's physics. An object, once in motion, tends to want to stay in motion unless acted upon by equal force. So you're going to go through that other car.
Oh yeah.
Jesus.
They showed us some training videos before they put us on the truck, and my God, there's cars lose every time.
Well, yeah, you got to see some aftermath then, didn't you?
But here's another thing: trucks lose to trains.
Oh yeah, no, trains. Those guys can't stop on. Those guys cannot stop worth anything.
Because there's some railroad crossings where the pitch up and the pitch down on the other side are greater than the height of the carriage of the trailer, especially like those. Right. If you're carrying like one of those low boy trailers like they have for the bulldozers and shit.
Oh no.
Those things get stuck on railroad tracks all the time.
So you got to pay attention to where you're going and what kind of obstacles you have to go through.
Right. You have to. They have special maps you can buy for that shit.
That's actually pretty neat. But you have to buy them. It's not something that somebody can source for free on the internet.
There ain't nothing for free. If you get it for free on the internet, they're advertising to you so much that it's almost not usable.
Not necessarily. Like there's plenty of crowdsourced stuff where it's user submitted and user edited. A lot of that stuff. There's plenty of things online that are done that way that are really well done. I can't think of any right now because I know there's a few, but I can't think of any right now. Oh no, there's a Wi-Fi. There's a free Wi-Fi one where it's got a map where you put the pen and you get how far the Wi-Fi goes. You check that shit. Yeah, there's a map where people can upload the information where you get free Wi-Fi.
Let me put it to you this way: if you are traveling at 65 miles an hour and you're going off of the information that you got from some crowd run map versus a Rand McNally map, and they say, "Oh, the bridges are all higher than the lowest or the highest part of your truck," but they didn't check them all out. They just got about 95% of them.
Good. That makes sense.
You know,
well,
some of the cargoes that we've hauled this last week are, in excess of like $3 million worth of food.
Well, yeah. So I think like Rand McNally, they are on the hook for any information on that.
Right. Rand McNally is what everybody uses.
Whereas like a crowdsourced thing definitely doesn't have anybody that's accountable for it. Plus, somebody could be lying on it.
Now, Ape is the guy you should have on here since he's a railroad man.
Oh, he knows about the Caboose, right?
Yes. Ape is thoroughly, familiar with cabooses. He's been in cabooses for years.
I wouldn't say that out loud.
I just did.
Check out my Caboose. I got some. I'm going to put a refrigerator in it.
Look, Ape has been in probably thousands of cabooses.
That's cool. I did not know that. I learned something new today.
Yeah, he's a mechanic for the railroad.
Oh, nice. Abe, whereabouts do you hail from? Like, you don't have to say if you don't want to, but I would not mind kidding. I would not mind bending your ear sometime about information
Right.
or
Just
fun.
let him make sure that your ear. Okay, Abe?
I got plenty of other things I can bend. If you know what I mean.
Yes, you live right next to a blacksmith shop. Lots of metal.
I I also live right next to a college.
Woo.
It's a Christian college too. So
Well, speaking of Christians, do you know why Jesus Christ never played hockey?
why?
Because he always kept getting nailed to the wood.
Oh my god, that's so good. I hate it. I hate it. It was one of the guys that was helping me work on the Caboose. His name's Ken. He's a really cool guy, but he likes to make puns all the time. So him and I were like going at it with the puns like while we were painting the thing. And so I was putting something over here like a step ladder to climb up to paint the thing. I'm like, Ken, nah, this ground over here is just so holy. We should probably just call it Jerusalem. And he's like, I'm not going to dignify that with an answer. And then his wife shows up, and he's like, you know what he said? And she's like, and so he told her, and she's like, oh God, he's worse than you.
Well, I see you're using a step ladder. Um, didn't you know your real ladder?
I made that joke a few times. Like, why is it called a step ladder? I was like, you know why these are called step ladders? And the kid, one of the high school kids, was like, because it has steps on it. No, because its mom left the picture.
The joke I posted today was about orphans. So
Anybody watching that doesn't follow doesn't follow True Blood, you should totally go follow him right now.
yeah, I'm only 10 away from having 300 subs. Woohoo!
Oh wow. I think we have Scott and I have an agreement where if this channel, my channel here, the Seriously Cast channel, gets to 100 followers by New Year, we're gonna do another cake smashing stream or whatever.
Right. I made the request that you have a bunch of cupcakes shaped like baby chickens, and then Scott goes walking through the baby chicken cupcake crowd and squishes baby chickens with his feet.
That, that might be doable. That might be doable. Oh my god, that's terrible. I like it.
Yeah.
Oh wow, we got 5 people watching.
Because there's a sick old farm joke that is like, what's better than walking through a room full of baby chickens?
What?
Doing it barefoot.
Oh, that reminds me of a dead baby joke. What's worse? Hold on. What's worse than 100 dead babies stapled to a tree?
I don't know what.
One dead baby stapled to 100 trees.
Oh, what's worse than 100 dead babies in the back of your pickup?
What?
A live one in the middle eating his way out.
Oh. What's the difference between a pile of dead babies and a Cadillac?
I don't know. What is the difference between a pile of dead babies and a Cadillac?
I don't have a Cadillac in my garage.
You win the dead baby round, sir.
What's better than stapling dead babies to a wall?
I don't know what.
Ripping them off. I had some really sick friends when I was in high school.
Yeah.
Damn. I'm coming up on my 20-year high school reunion in about 2 years. Holy
You're just
shit.
a baby.
I know, but I still feel fucking old. My friends that I made when I was living at the apartment complex over in the other side of town, on the other side, whatever, like a 30-minute drive from here, they're all like 26, 28. And I'm like 10 years older than them. Like, holy shit. Like, it's finally kicking in that I'm fucking getting old.
Well,
Thanks.
you know that you're getting old when the girls in Playboy are older than your own children.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good point. A very good point. Oh
So,
man. Well, I gotta start wrapping up so I can get out of here and get back to my grandmother's place so I can have a place to sleep and take a shower. But
well,
everybody go ahead.
I'm glad you shared the inside of your caboose with America and the world.
Oh yeah. Everybody, all six of you that watched, got to see the inside of my caboose. Oh man. Well, thanks everybody for watching. Thanks for stopping by, Brandon. Abe, thank you for stopping by. I know I saw Shinobi on here. Outlaw was on here. Somebody named Homeless in America. I have no clue who that is.
Well, he
But
wanted to see how the caboose half lives.
well, I'll do another. So next week I'll do another Caboose walkthrough. I'll probably record it. I'll do a pre-recorded thing. Do a walkthrough. I have almost every moment of us working on it. I have it on time lapse. So I'm going to put together a time lapse video with music and whatnot of the entire caboose and the walls going up and the paint going on. So that'll look cool.
Are you going to have like a wood-fired stove to heat your caboose?
Yeah, it's going to go right there. Right about where the covered up version of Scott's name is.
Okay.
I had to cover it up because it has his last name on there. I don't want to dox him. I did that last week.
Yeah.
We just totally were like, I was like, we can edit that. And I'm like, no, we're just not gonna. We're just gonna. Anybody watching it live got to watch it live. Nobody gets to watch it replay.
All right.
Thanks,
Well,
Abe. Fun. This is good. Ike will do an episode of Cribs, but he'll call it Crabs. Well, everybody, thanks for watching. Brandon, thanks for stopping by. Hopefully next time you're in Portland. If you are in Portland again, let me know. We can get together and hang out again. That was a lot of fun.
yeah, we'll have to find a different place though.
Yeah, that place is a little loud, and there was way too much cornhole going on. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Let me rephrase it. There was way too much cornholing going on.
Very much. Like, all night long, people were just out there in front of everybody, dropping freaking stuff in their cornholes.
I can honestly say there was that one girl. She kept leaning over, and the assets were pretty nice.
Yep.
Okay. Well, maybe if you're in town next time and you have time, I can pick you up from wherever you're at, and I can take you out, and you can actually see the caboose in person.
All right. Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, we'll do it. Okay, guys. Have a good night. I'll see you guys maybe next week, but I might do a stream or post a video before then.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.